Hello everyone, this is Marcio Cardoso, and this video is going to be the first of several videos that I'll be releasing over the next few days about important political issues that I think matter to me and to a lot of different people, and I'm going to give you viewpoints on them and why I think I'm right and why it matters and why it's important. Full disclosure, I am coming from a progressive standpoint. So I guess I come from the left. So obviously, if you're a conservative and you're watching this, you're probably going to think everything I'm saying is full of you know what. So be it. I want to get my point out there. This is a democracy after all. We have the right to free speech, most important amendment out there. And whether you're Republican, Democrat, independent, conservative, liberal, progressive, whatever you want to call it, as long as we believe in that foundation of democracy, which I think the overwhelming majority of all Americans do, I think this is a healthy dialogue to get out there. So that's why I'm doing this. This video is going to be about our healthcare system and what I think is a solution to the healthcare system. And if you've been paying attention to the political scene, you probably already have an idea what I might be saying, but here it goes. I think we should have Medicare for all, a single-payer-like system that covers everybody in this country. Wonder why. Why is that the case? I think healthcare is a right, not a privilege. I think everyone should have access to it. I think it's a fundamental value of humanity. We should have the right to live, the right to life. And in some cases, that means we're going to need good quality healthcare to get that opportunity, to continue living. I think the best way to do that, and the most proficient way to do that, is simply give everybody Medicare. You see, we already kind of have a single-payer-like system for everyone in this country who's 65 and older. If you're 65 and older, you have Medicare. It's there for you. You also have access to Medicare if you are permanently disabled, but everyone gets it once they turn 65. My solution is simple, and it's something that a lot of people already agree with, particularly on the progressive side of the aisle, and that's just give Medicare to everybody. All you have to do is pass a simple law, Congress, lower the Medicare eligibility age from 65 down to the day you're born. And all it takes is an act of Congress. Can't be done through executive order, but it just takes an act of Congress to make this happen. If you do that, now everyone is covered. Why do I think this is a good idea? Well, for one, it saves you money. People might be thinking, wouldn't this increase taxes? We have to pay taxes for Medicare. Wouldn't this increase taxes since you're putting more people on Medicare? Well, don't look at it that way. Look at it as, does it increase or decrease the amount of money you have in your pocket on a monthly basis? And if everyone has Medicare, for the most part, unless you're a super wealthy 1%er, sorry, but for the most part, 98, 99% of the country, you're going to have more money in your pocket at the end of each month if you go on a Medicare for all system. You might have to pay more dollars, a couple $100 more maybe, on a monthly basis for taxes, depending on how much you make. But the monthly premiums that you currently pay for healthcare, now that's gone or severely reduced to the point to where now you have more money in your pocket at the end of the month and you're still getting healthcare. So in the end, you were saving money. Technically, a naysayer can say, or a conservative can say, well, you're paying more in taxes. And theoretically, you could say, yes, but you're also saving a massive bill that you pay at the end of the month. I'll just say it right now, I pay about $1,300 a month for healthcare for myself, my wife, and my son. And that's not nothing. If we go to a Medicare for all system, now I got to pay more dollars per month in taxes, but that $1,300, see ya. And now I have more money at the end of each month, which means more money at the end of each year, which means more income to go buy other things that are important for my wife and my kid, who's only a baby, so a lot of diapers I need to get, and a lot of other things as well, saving for college, whatnot. And there'll be a video on college tuition and what I think about that as well in the incoming days. But right now we're staying on healthcare. So that's why I think it's important to have a Medicare for all system. And you don't have to say, oh, I want single payer. This is just Medicare for all. Medicare for everybody who's 64 and under. You already have 65 and over. Let's cover everybody else. That's all you got to do. You give everyone continuous coverage by having this. Just think, if your healthcare is tied to your job, what if you lose your job? What if you get laid off? Bye-bye healthcare. I currently have an Obamacare style plan. Okay, that's great. It's not tied to my job. But at the same time, what if the rates of Obamacare go up? And you see, here's the thing. I have Obamacare. I'm glad it passed. But my fees are going up. I was paying close to $1,100, almost $1,000 a month when Obamacare first started and I first enrolled. Now, as I mentioned, it's $1,300. So I'm paying $300 a month more than I did a couple years ago. Because with Obamacare, you're still having private insurance companies running the system. Medicare for all, now you don't have to worry about losing your coverage because it's not tied to your job. And now you don't have to worry about the premiums or the price of it continuously going up because costs are controlled through the public sector as opposed to just ballooning in the private sector in a for-profit industry. So ultimately, that's where I stand. What about you? Do you think Medicare for all is a good idea? Do you think there should be some other form of single-payer healthcare? Do you think it shouldn't be? Make a video. Let people know what you think. Post it on YouTube. Post it online. Go to Twitter. The more people talk and open up the discussion, the better, in my opinion. But I think, once again, a Medicare for all system where all Congress has to do is simply pass a law that says we're lowering the eligibility age from 65 down to 0 is the solution. And the way to fund that is pretty straightforward as well. Because even though some people might be paying more in taxes, they're going to be saving money on a monthly basis because they're no longer paying for premiums. Certainly not at the price that they're paying for it now. And that's a win-win for everybody. Thank you for watching, and have a good day.